Solomon!
Greetings YouTube, welcome to 0AD Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Cogan, and if you are watching this on the day it was supposed to be broadcast, you'll be aware that this game is broadcast late. Sorry, my fault. I was supposed to record it last night and upload it. I've had a really busy week at work, and I ended up doing some overtime yesterday on the Saturday, and I was knackered yesterday, so I kind of just ran out of time. I figured rather than miss a weekend again, because I did that a couple of weeks back, I thought I'd get it done in the morning so you get some afternoon entertainment. So apologies if you're used to the kind of 9 a.m. sort of start with the premiere and everything. I hope I haven't ruined your Sunday morning's viewing, but you get some Sunday afternoon viewing. Of course, if you're watching this at some indeterminate point in the future, then all of this probably means absolutely nothing to you, but never mind. It's just to the hardcore people who tend to watch my stuff as soon as it comes out. You crazy but wonderful people. Right, other things to mention. New 0AD YouTuber I want to talk about. We have Zephyr Amethyst. I hope I pronounced that right. Amethyst. Zephyr Amethyst. Right, yeah. Link to their stuff in the description. Just started posting 0AD games with commentary. It's really good. They're also looking for game submissions. So if you run out of 0AD Newbie Rush content to watch and you want some more 0AD with commentary, go check out Zephyr's channel. It's really, really good. As I said, link in the description. Now, a lot of people don't look in the video descriptions of my videos. There's lots of stuff down there. This is, I know this is true because of the number of people who post comments saying, where did you get that mod that you use? And it's in the description. There's all this kind of good 0AD stuff down there. I need to update it because I need to add a few channels. Zephyr's will be in there, but I think there's a few other 0AD YouTube channels to check out as well. But they're all down in the video description. Have a look from time to time. You might find something interesting. I think that's everything. Let's get into the game. So apologies, the person who sent this in actually emailed me the other day and said, are you due to broadcast my game anytime soon? Because I've had a backlog, and I realised that it had been submitted and I hadn't added it to my list, and technically it was its turn to be broadcast that weekend. So now, in fact, so we're going to do that game now. I'll tell you who it was who submitted it afterwards, but what a lineup we have here. Let's get straight into it because I think there's going to be a lot of action. I'm going to take a swig of water before we start. Save me coughing my guts up in the first 10 seconds. Hang on. Good stuff. Right. Let's go for it. It is 4v4, medium, mainland, temperate, 200 pop max, usual kind of stuff. Let's start with team 1 in the north. In the light blue, we have Strong Bad, rating of 1449, chosen the Romans. I don't know if this is a random draw. Not many people seem to choose the Romans much these days. They're, I don't know, I find them a bit difficult to boom with, but still a pretty solid civ. Romans on a flank, wouldn't fancy that myself. Don't know anything about Strong Bad, but decent rating. Interested to see how they get on. Moving along in the inside positions here, we have Ricksand 1655. I think this is Ricksand who used to be Ricksand. They've got a rating of 1282, but if you remember, I think Ricksand did one of our Christmas videos where he lost a narrow game to Borg. Ricksand is no slouch whatsoever, and I don't know if that's an estimate of their rating or the number of Smurf accounts they've created. I believe this is the actual Ricksand, not somebody just playing with the name. So Ricksand, as we've seen before, decent player. Iberians, solid. We'll be very intrigued. I haven't covered them in a while, so looking forward to seeing them as well. Moving along in the purple, we have Jorsa, rating of 1310, slightly low rating because they don't, I believe, do many 1v1 games. Jorsa, one of those mavericky players. Brilliant 1 minute, but sometimes questionable the next. Always exciting to watch, and still question marks as to how good they are in a team defensive type situation. I think when they're attacking and the going is good, they are decent. Just hear somebody, it's okay, he just destroyed his own structure. It's not somebody who's made an attacking start. No deaths or misbehaving so far. But yeah, Jorsa, always fun to watch. Somewhat inconsistent, I find. So is it a good Jorsa or a bad Jorsa match today? We shall see. Hey, check this out. I've even put the unit silhouettes on in advance. I was playing last night, so that's all done. You're not going to get me this time, see? Right, let's round out Team 1. In the blue, we have Effervescent, rating of noob according to that, but we know Effervescent is a good player. I'm going to estimate there are 2 players with no rating, and I'm pretty sure they are safely within the 1500 to 1800 bracket, possibly higher in some cases. But Effervescent playing as the Seleucids. I think I forgot to mention, but you probably noticed. Jorsa playing as the Ptolemies there. Effervescent, Seleucids, solid Civ on a flank. All 4 players. Like I said, Strong Bad's the only person I don't know anything about. So I'd be interested to see how Strong Bad gets on, but I think the other 3 are very much known quantities and we know what to expect from them. Let's look at Team 2. Rapidly keeping an eye on the map just in case. It looks like everybody is being very conservative today, although Rixand has gone for some calves, so expect orange dots to be heading south fairly soon. We'll keep an eye on that. Here we are, Team 2 in the pink. It's Fapri, no rating, but we know what Fapri is all about. But we also have a curse of Fapri. I'm pretty sure whenever I've covered Fapri, they've lost. So is this a curse of Fapri? We shall see. Fapri playing as the Ptolemies, I reckon easily 17 to 18, maybe 1900 player, decent player. Last time I saw them play, they did some ridiculous sort of infantry charge. Nearly won them the game. It was pretty audacious, but they ended up losing still. So we'll see if the curse of Fapri is a thing. Looking forward to seeing them play. In the yellow, also playing as autonomy. Lots of autonomy players on Team 2. We have Let's Wave a Book, good friend of the channel, decent player, more known as a 1v1 specialist, hence the rating 1906. Thoroughly deserved, I reckon. Decent player. Will they shine in a team game there? In that inner position on Team 2, useful player to have at your side there. I'm expecting good things from Let's Wave a Book, as I can see Rixand's Cav is on the move. Let's quickly rip through the other players in Team 2, hopefully before they arrive. In the red, we have Chris 7956, rating of 1438, playing as the Iberians. Know nothing about them. Might have covered them before once or twice. Can't remember, as we're seeing Rixand going in on Fapri. Curse of Fapri. Let's just do green first of all. Mark Oriel, very good player, good friend of the channel, 1664, playing as Spartans. Right, let's have a look where these cav are going. See, I managed that in time. I'm quite pleased with that. They're heading towards a relatively soft target over here. There are some cavalry javelineers. There are some mostly women. It's all cavalry javelineers. There's 13 of them. It's got a few kills, 3 already. Oh, it's a moving target. There's some slingers there, which yeah, they get one back. So 4 kills for the loss of 1. Rixand has certainly caused a little bit of disruption, and they go and kill some sheep over here randomly. And what have they got over here? More soft targets, but there are 6 slingers in there as well. So the yeah, is getting victims there too. That's 3. That's 7 kills in total, just for the loss of 1 of the horses. Now the slingers come out, he's going to lose some more here, and this is Strong Bad, who's raised some cav as well. He's going to go in on... It looked like he was going to go in here and then turned tails and came back the other way. Was that a raid that isn't a raid? Have they given up already? Don't know. In the meantime, looks like Rixand's got out with most of his cav intact. Is that all of them? Yeah, he's got out with 10 of them, so lost 3, killed 13. Little bit of slowdown there. I'm seeing stuff on the other side too. Look at this. This is Jorsa, who is raiding Chris 7956, and he has got, what has he got? He's got 7 kills, just lost 1 camel there at the end. So, Team 1, definitely fancying themselves as raiders. And we got another raid going on over here. It is Strongbad, who's still not managed to kill anyone. Sent them through again. Where is he going now? Is he going to try and have a pop at Let's Wave a Book? I think Let's Wave a Book will have... Oh, look at this. If he goes in now, 23 women with no infantry anywhere near. If he finds them, this could be a slaughter. So what is nearby? There are slingers and infantry nearby. He's just scouted around them. Oh, that is a missed opportunity. That is a bit of a bummer. They just seem to be wanting to go in on for pre. They're not seemingly wanting to. Is he scouting with 8 cav? He's had opportunity for, I would say, at least 6 or 7 kills. Still, Jorsa's going. Jorsa over here has got 15 kills and he's really sucking it to Chris 7956. And at the moment, Rixand's also piling in as well. So Chris 7956, otherwise known as Chris, I think, for the rest of this game, is getting a bit of a splattering here. It's not good. Is there more on the way? I think he's going to lose his barracks. It's a team capture. Taking their time. There are 5 infantrymen in it, but is somebody going to come to his aid? And there's more coming in now. It looks like they've identified him as a weak link. And Strongbad has not attacked anybody. He's been shot once or twice. I could see a weakened horse there. Who is winning at the moment? Are you not Chris 754? What is it? 7? Not Chris. That's what we'll say. Lost a barracks, lost a load of territory, and is under the cosh. Has he started getting people out? I think Chris has. He started to get his units out now. Hasn't started farming. He is in a mess. And where are those guys going? Are they having a crack at? They're having a crack at Mark Auriel now. Now Mark Auriel's having none of that. He's got shed loads of infantry there. Not as many as he'd like, probably, but he's getting a few kills. Mark Auriel 4 for 4 there, so that's pretty good. Decent performance by Rixand so far. 35 just for the loss of 5, and equally good there. 20 for the loss of 5 from Jorsa, and they're still giving him hassle here.
Yeah, Steve.
He's got 10 spearmen out, or javeliniers rather, and I think he's fought that off for now. Mark Auriel is not going well for him now. That's 4 kills for the loss of 6, and they're getting shot down one at a time. Very uncharacteristic. So this is good good teamwork from Jorsa and from Rixand. They're doing really, really well. Sorry, you'll just have had one of those sneeze edits there. It was the worst time to sneeze, so you probably missed a bit of that. And again. Yeah. Right. Let's recap what's happened then. So they're still hanging around here. They're having another go at Chris, I think. I think Rixander's now pulled back. I think that's his lot. Strongbad just seems to be biding his time, waiting to see if anybody happens to come his way, and he's going in again now. That was good timing. Surely he's got to attack somebody this time. He's not got any kills. He's going in for the fields. Fapri's not going to have any of that crap. He's going to try and take him down here. He's going to start losing horses. He has got some interesting targets here. It's 42 women for Let's Wave a Book. He didn't have much to play for there. And again, he's still not got a kill. This is like the most raids without any kills. Who is winning? Leading at the moment, it is Effervescent with 120, followed by Strongbad, who's managed to boom his population despite not effectively doing very well in the raiding. A few players have ripped through the stages. So Effervescent has gone to phase 2. Strongbad on his way to phase 3. Let's Wave a Book is almost at phase 3. So it looks like Strongbad is going to make it first, is he? Or is he just heading to phase 2? Let's Wave a Book is heading to phase 3. There's been so much raiding that it's been hard to keep an eye on who is doing what. I'm gonna say it's still Effervescent and Strongbad who have the numbers. Let's Wave a Book has built its population up well, and there's an expansion going on. Over this side, the raid continues. Juleson's just trying to make everybody's life a misery here. It has kept Chris down to a population of 43, barely. And Fapri's got 109, Let's Wave Book 111, Mark Aurel 103, but up under the cosh again. How many camels has he got in there? 19 of them. So Jorsa has sacrificed his own population to a degree. So has Rixand. I think Rixand is probably going to start booming now. Get out of phase 1 and actually produce an infantry. But Jorsa's job seems to have purely been to soften up the opposition and make their life absolute hell at the moment. And he is doing that. It's been really, really, really impressive. We've hardly looked at the flanks, really. We haven't looked at Effervescent. We've obviously looked at Mark Aurel getting a bit of a spanking here. We haven't looked at Strongbad, although he seems to be booming well. But Fapri's right on his borders now. This is going to be contested areas, and I think we got a fight about to happen. What have we got here? It's around about 30 of... Yeah, I think they've got the numbers there, Strongbad, but... Fapri is a very effective fighter. He's got a mix of... yeah, he's going to have to pull back a little. Who's getting the kills? So Fapri is coming off worse at the moment. I think just through sheer weight of numbers. They've got a tower in, but nobody's in it. There's Cav coming through, and now Strongbad is getting stuck in. 16 for the loss of 14. They're slightly cancelling each other out, but Fapri has to give ground here. So they're contesting this bit of stone here. Don't think Fapri's going to give that up easy. He's still got the numbers, and I think he's got greater numbers this time. It looks pretty even. Yeah, it does look like Strongbad's coming off much better for that one. 24-21. Let's Wave a Book is having a look, seeing what's going down. He's now got his supporting CC up over here. We're seeing Siege Workshop. Effervescent is heading to phase 3. I think his plan is to go down and knock Mark Aurel over really quickly. Fapri has taken a... No, they're still even. I think Fapri is just wearing him down. So it's a stalemate. It's an attritional stalemate here. There are now 3 individuals in the tower. So this position is all the stronger now. I think Fapri is pretty much able to hold this. And it's sort of negligible losses. They're cancelling each other out. Anybody else phasing up? It's still Let's Wave a Book and Effervescent who are ruling the roost in terms of population. Not seeing any military upgrades as yet. The Effervescent go into phase 3 now. Are we seeing siege from Let's Wave a Book? He's got a siege workshop. Has he got anything coming out of it? He's got 1 ram that's come out of it and a siege tower. So I suspect... Oh, there's already a siege tower there. And it is got 10 troops in it. So this is... I think this is like a... You know, a kind of a mobile troop carrier and shooting position. So I think Strongbad has overstretched themselves. Their population has fallen. Mind you, so has Fapri's, but Fapri has held the territory. And I think this has held up Strongbad's development. He's got caught up in a skirmish on the flank. It's not something he can win outright. In fact, now I would say he is definitely losing it. That last incursion with the towers, it's going from bad to worse. That was a miscalculation from Strongbad. He could have reinforced. He did not have to get involved. And he is coming off worse now. The populations don't reflect that, but the recent losses and the fact that now Let's Wave a Book is there with some heavy hardware, this could get very bad for Strongbad very, very fast. Let's see how things are looking elsewhere. Jorsa, the mobile killing machine, now 33 camels. Is he going to try and take advantage of Let's Wave a Book while Let's Wave a Book is engaged elsewhere? Or is he going in on Chris again? Oh, poor Chris. He is going to murder Chris again. Look at it. He's just taking pot shots at them constantly. Chris has been unable to get out of phase 1. He's been that sort of held down. And the Iberian defences really have not been the right thing for fending this off. And Strongbad is in a world of shit over here now. This is terrible. He's got a siege tower knocking buildings down. He's got Fapri's infantry cutting him down. He's got a ram and another. Oh no! What's this? This is this is reinforcements. Rixand has sent some reinforcements to try and sort this out, or has he? Yes, he has. Are they? They just stood there. Are they going in? Are they going to help? Are they just waiting for Strongbad to soften him up? Strongbad's in trouble. He's down to a population of under 90. In comes Rixand to try and mop up the attackers. And obviously Fapri has to fall back slightly. They're trying to get rid of those rams before they destroy Strongbad's infantry. But this is where the siege towers are pretty lethal. They're shooting the whole time. And they're very difficult to destroy. That thing's barely taken a dent. Yeah, it's lost about 6 health points. I don't think they've got anything that could stop it at the moment. And there are 2 of them. So that is not looking good. Although Jorsa's come in. Has Jorsa managed to get some hits on Let's Wave a Book? He has. Oh, he's into the big load of women here. He's absolutely cutting them down. So Let's Wave a Book has got problems of his own. He's near Potmax, so this is probably not exactly a major issue. He's got population he can afford to. He's got disposable population. Jorsa has hardly lost any troops, like 72 kills just for the loss of 22. He's doing really well. Rixand has certainly repelled the attack for now. There are now 3 of these siege engines coming in, and 4 in total, 3 towers and a ram. So Rixand, how much does he commit to defending this? He's still in phase 2, still not quite close to Potmax. It's limiting his attacking ambitions because he's having to defend Strongbad, but you don't want this flank to fall, or that could be the end of it. And this is Effervescent's move. He's waited whilst Jorsa softened up the 2 players down here. Markorial phase 2, 173 should put up some resistance. Effervescent has got military upgrades. He's got some of the nasty ones. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's this could be a slightly one-sided fight. They've lost a barracks already, Markorial. Markorial is in trouble, I think. Over here, the siege engines are just there. They're getting kills almost at will. They're not losing much. Fapri is sending a small amount of support in afterwards. But this is intriguing, and Strongbad's in trouble. Rixand is losing troops to this campaign. It's he's committing more, but it's a slow trickle, and it's just keeping the wolves at bay. Markorial is in major trouble. The Rams are at the CC. He's got a lot of troops there, but has he got much? He's got skirmishes. He's only got about 19 hoplites. Don't think he's got enough to really stop these Rams if they get in close, although they're separate. He's got rid of that one more or less. It's about to get destroyed. There's another one. Jorsa's supporting, so these guys are getting cut down. Jorsa's got 80 kills. Bapri has managed to get 155 kills in this campaign, so he's been absolutely lethal. It's still Jorsa who's heading the kill-death ratio. Let's Wave a Book has been pretty effective as well. And where did the ram go? Did it pull back or did it get destroyed? It's just under an occupation here. They're not getting anything. I think, is he going for capture? He's surely not going to capture that, is he?
Yeah,
I think they're going for a joint capture. He might do.
Yeah,
It's a long shot. I think that's too well garrisoned. Yeah, no sign. He's got a hero here somewhere. Where's the hero? Hero's coming up now. It's the hero elephant. So that might be curtains for the CC, I think. And yeah, this is looking really bad for Strongbad. Over this side, Chris has had to come in and help Markorial. It's giving him a little bit of support. The Rams have reached the CC. There's 2 of them now, and Effervescent he's got 133 kills. Markorial, population 64. Markorial is well and truly having his ass handed to him on a plate. It's not going well, although they've stopped that ram. I think they're going to stop another one. No. Yeah, he decides to pull the ram back. There are more coming. Let's see how the occupation is looking. They're on the CC. That CC is going down, surely. Oh, there goes the hero. So Rixand has at least smited Let's Wave a Book a little bit. But for the loss of pretty much everything, the Rixand's development has been stunted. Strongbad is under the cosh and is surely going to lose his CC. On the other flank, though, it's going pretty well for Team 1. The Rams can't quite get in on the CC of Mark Auriel. Mark Auriel has decided to run for it. Is he going to put down another CC somewhere else? In his neutral territory, maybe? I think he's abandoned this. This is not a situation he can win right here. It's just the numbers. If they get a capture, that would be terrible. There are a few security in there, but the ram is going in. I think he's going for the destruction. Maybe he's going to just nearly knock it down and capture. It's, yeah. They've come out and they're jumping out and trying to damage the ram. So they're taking their time over it. Let's Wave a Book has sent a contingent of troops over here. So now Effervescent has got something else to think about. But that CC is surely coming down. They're going to stop one of the rams. I don't think they're going to stop both of them. It's nearly dead. It's going down now. There it goes. So Mark Auriel's lost a CC as predicted. He's got a group over here. They can't build anything. They're going to need some supplies sent over. Somehow this occupied centre is still standing. The CC is not damaged, but anything that comes out of it is getting shot up. The occupation goes on. Where else is there fighting? Over here we're seeing Fapri do one of those famed infantry rushes at Rixand. Rixand in a bit of trouble. Fapri's got much more population. He's on his way to phase 3. Hasn't gone in for military upgrades, although Rixand has. So Rixand's troops may be slightly stronger. He's now giving chase. It's more of an annoying distraction, I think, that one. Jorsa's got his... he's actually got a full army now. And what's going on here? I have no idea. We're seeing some of Strongbad's troops. I think this is... Strongbad, I think, has abandoned large... Where is he going? Is he going to try and get some kind of a capture? Maybe he's going to try and build it right in the middle to hold that territory. It's all over the place. So on this side of the map, Team 1 have definitely got a stranglehold. On this side, it's Team 2. The Rams going in everywhere, trying to bash up all the infrastructure here. Mark Auriel is now building a new CC. Somehow Chris has survived, but the enemy are literally at the gates. Who is... Ooh. We're hearing lots of siege engines, lots of attack. I think Effervescent has got this side. He is just mopping up the rest of Mark Auriel's territory. That CC is up, so he's held on to quite a lot of the territory. But Effervescent's still looking strong. Jorsa's there attacking as well. He's attacking en masse. Hopefully going to have siege support from Effervescent very soon. Over this side, Fapri's on the move. He's got a military colony going down right in the middle of the neutral territory. Somehow that CC is still standing. Rixand's sending more reinforcements. The towers, one of them appears to have gone, but the others are there. And Let's Wave a Book has a military colony over here, has got a foothold. So dominance over here in terms of the territory from Team 2. Over here, so it's Let's Wave a Book that Jorsa's going after. He looks like he's trying to mash his infrastructure from within. Mark Auriel still in loads of trouble. Strongbad also in a bit of bother. I think he's just switched to supporting Effervescent in his efforts over here. It doesn't look like he's trying to put down a CC. But I can't understand why they haven't gone ahead and taken this territory. They probably had the means to. I know Rixand has been supporting it and he is a decent player. But it looks like, although Fapri and Let's Wave a Book have taken this territory, as we're seeing Let's Wave a Book is now losing lots of territory to this incursion by Jorsa. Is he going to be taken down from within? I think this could go horribly wrong for Let's Wave a Book. Now he's committed over here, and they haven't achieved the objective of knocking down. We see a catapult rotor. They haven't knocked down Strongbad, mostly down to Rixan's resistance here. But Rixan now heading back, sensing that there could be an attack from Fapri coming very soon. So he's having to protect two fronts. But over here, Mark Aurel's got his population back up to just under 100. And it's Chris now who's getting smashed up by Effervescent. The siege engines roll in. And we have got a CC from Strongbad over here. So he's got somewhere else to be, somewhere else to exist. Still got population 55. Has to rebuild a little bit, but at least he's got some territory. The CC over here, they have really made hard work about destroying this. They're now pummeling it with a catapult. They've got lots of kills, but ultimately, has it put them in a winning position? I'm not certain that it has. Rixand has taken terrible losses in trying to defend it, but it has stopped the advance over here. It's been quite a good defensive position. And they're still trying to fix it. They're still trying to keep that up. It's like they're obsessed with trying to knock it over. And they're taking their eye off the main battle. Where did Jorsa's troops go? Jorsa's still murdering right, left and centre over here. Made a mess of Let's Wave a Book's base. He's down to a population of 144. Effervescent is just happy to encircle and lay siege to Chris's outer buildings. Mark Aurel is looking like a fighting force again. He's just over 100, but on his border is a growing force from Strongbad and the continued presence of Effervescent. Where is Jorsa at the moment? What's he doing? What's he got? He's still got a load of camels somewhere, isn't he? There they are. So they are over here now hassling for prey. So they're right in, that's why I couldn't see them. They blended in with the pink on the mini map. They're now giving Fapri terrible trouble. That CC is still there, and they've almost fully fixed it. This is insane. This is a real miscalculation. I think they just figured if they could hold this flank would look after itself. And they've done that. They've totally frustrated Fapri and Let's Wave a Book. They've not been able to knock down what was probably the least experienced player in the game's CC. It's quite funny, really. They're now bringing a ram in, so I think it will go now. But does it matter? Strongbad's established on the other side of the map. They've spent the vast majority of this game attacking this thing that is, would you say it's of strategic importance? They could just knock it over and have the territory, and they haven't done it. They've got bogged down in an attritional campaign here. Effervescent is through the walls of Chris. Chris has been looking on dodgy ground for some time, and I think his ultimate execution and splattering is about to take shape. He himself has spread out and is trying to build backup capacity here just on the edge of Mark Aurel's territory. But the enemy is literally through the gates, and the Rams will be making their way through soon to knock down that CC. Still in phase 1, hasn't been able to get out of phase 1. Rixand only now go into phase 3. That CC is still more or less in perfect health, despite being pummeled by a catapult. And Jorsa and Fapri are having a go at it over here. I think that will suit Jorsa down to the ground. He likes these kind of dirty flank fights here. This is right into his game plan.
Yeah, see?
There's a tower has gone, so Let's Wave a Book I think he's in a bit of trouble. We've also got Effervescent in his territory. So they've kind of left Chris as like a lame duck player, I think. Having said that, he's got a population of 177, but he's got no military upgrades. He's still in phase 1. So, yeah, most of his is female citizens. He's lost so much infrastructure. He's not a fighting force. Mark Aurel has been left to his own devices. I think he's trying to expand again now. He's got a population of 154. So he's in a better position than Strongbad. The Effervescent now is ripping through Let's Wave a Book's territory, and Let's Wave a Book has to abandon this campaign. His army are going south. There are rams up here now. Jorsa, I think, has been fought off. Fapri should now finish off this CC. In they go again. Apologies, I got coughs and sneezes this morning. Let's hope I've not managed to catch COVID-19 at work yesterday. That would be awful. Right, in they go. Now the CC surely is coming down. They cannot save it again. It was purely a symbolic structure once Strongbad pulled out of it.
Yeah, see?
They've captured it. They've got it at last. And now Ricksen's trying to capture it back. He's going to get it as well. And is he going to... No, they've destroyed it. So it's down. But the losses to capture this tiny bit of territory. This is like Battle of the Somme type losses. Fapri is through. Ricksand has to fall back. Let's Wave a Book is in a mess over here. I think he may have... Well, he's not quite repelled it. But there is still a ram working his way through. Effervescent is probably going to have to regroup. Population of 160, 392 kills. It's been a bit non-stop, hasn't it? It's been a bit crazy. I don't know which way this is going to go at the moment. Fapri is into Ricksand's territory. Has he got a siege engine left? Has he got one somewhere? He's got one. Can Fapri work his way up and get in? He's getting a lot of kills. He's got good population. He's got good military upgrades, although Ricksand's got identical military upgrades. But I think Let's Wave a Book has seen off the danger over here, but he's been sidetracked, waylaid. He's down on population. The Strongbad's starting to make some... Is he starting to make incursions? No, not quite. Mark Oriel and Strongbad are just sort of eyeing each other over a divide here. Effervescent, what's he doing? Population's going back up, but rather expended his forces in that initial attack. They're all regrouping now. Has he got any siege on the way? Where is Effervescent? No, it looks like nobody's making much in the way of siege at the moment, so they're fighting it with armies. Fapri is trying, again, strong arm occupation tactics. So they're trying to take Ricksand out from within his walls. Fapri's got the numbers. Ricksand's got a few outside, but it's an incredible committed attack. And Effervescent's over here. He's trying to come to his aid. What has he got? It's cav support, but I don't think there's enough there. I think they're going to get shot down. Mark Oriel has gone on the offensive. That was sneaky. He's gone through Strongbad's territory. Strongbad has an army.
Yeah, see?
I think he's outnumbered here. Is Mark Oriel... No, Strongbad hasn't got any military upgrades. Mark Oriel's got one of them. He's got the shields. The game starts to lag quite badly. I think Mark Oriel might come off this better. Possibly.
Yeah, see?
Hard to see which way it's going. I think Mark Oriel's now getting overpowered, so it's all rather descended into a bit of chaos over that side. How's Fapri's attack going? Where is he? He's really sizing up for a big one here on Ricksand. What about Jorsa? Jorsa's army are now mobile again. I think they're heading that way. They've been called over. It's all hands to the pumps here to try and hurt Fapri, I think. This could be the key one. In the meantime, Let's Wave a Book is sending small contingents forward, but not seemingly the fighting force he was earlier on with all the towers and everything. It's a torturous path to Ricksand's base. There's lots of infrastructure buildings in the way. They're feeding their way through. Lots of rams, lots of support. but lots of defence as well. Joris has built a siege workshop, and everybody's mobilised here. And I think it's a pincer movement to try and kill Fapri. And I don't think, although he's got lots of numbers, I don't think Fapri's got the numbers to fight 3 teams off. Strong Bad has gone on a raid through Mark Auriel's territory, but I think Mark Auriel has got his number here. There's more of him than Strong Bad. Chris he's got a population of 200, but most of them are women. So he's had to completely rebuild his infrastructure from scratch. He's going to have to basically euthanize some of them, make some infantry. Otherwise, he won't really feature in this. But this is the sharp end. Where has Fapri gone? Has Fapri fallen back? I think Fapri is going to lose all this territory. He saved his rams. His army are still there. They're just marching straight through. Jorsa's looking pretty lethal here. He's been pretty lethal all the way through this game. It's been one of those really good performances from Jorsa today. I think he's popped up wherever needed and has been really good. Mark Aurel's got a huge army now. And where is he going? I think is he going to try and annihilate Strong Bad, or are they just ignoring him? They just seem to be doing line dancing at the moment. Just let's go here, go over there. Go on, go in and splatter him. But it's not happening. Chris is sending forces in. They're trying to carve their way back through, recapture some of this territory. But the big battle at the moment appears to be here. And I think Fapri and Let's Wave a Book are in trouble. It's quite a big army that has now descended upon them. And this is a mix of Rixand, a lot of Jorsa, who's really committed to this, and a bit of Effervescent on the side here. They're now going north. Where are they going? There's a catapult that's been destroyed. So I think Let's Wave a Book and Fapri are in a losing position at this point. I think they've been overwhelmed. The game is getting harder to read now because of the slowdown, but this is the key battle, and I don't think Fapri is winning it. Although he is getting a lot of kills, he is still positive in the kill death ratio. He's not going down easy. Let's keep focused on it. Effervescent pulling some of his troops back, presumably to stop this advance of Mark Aurel and Chris. I think Strongbad has had his arse handed to him on a plate for a second time, and Effervescent has to come down here. Although he's got, he's got a bit more to contend with this time. The big ass fight. Pretty still very much positive in the kill death ratio, but Jorsa has committed everything. He's thrown the kitchen sink at this completely. Rixan getting involved as well. They're capturing Let's Wave a Book's territory. I'm not seeing where Fapri has concentrated his forces. Fapri down to a population of 81. He has no forces. So despite that positive kill death ratio, right this moment, it is brown trousers time for Fapri. I think he's going to chuck it in. If he gets any more of a spanking, that could be the end of it. The curse of Fapri. It seems to be a thing. Losing all that territory. How are Mark Aurel and Chris doing on this side? I think their attack is going to run out of steam. I think that's the biggest army they could put together at short notice. Mark Aurel has got rams out, so yeah, he's done quite well to come back from being very much under the cosh. They're trying to take down Effervescent's territory here, and now they're actually attacking him. Effervescent is committing more troops to it, so a lot of that early work, that kind of blitzkrieg attack, is slightly being undone. But over here, I think the other side of Team 1 have now established an advantage that surely they won't let go of. We are 32 minutes 27 in. There can't be much left of the game. At the moment, this side looks like it's going Team 1's way. If Fapri or Let's Wave a Book fall, then that is, you know, a massive cornerstone of their strategy gone. I think losing Chris, they've been able to fight effectively without him. Mark Oriel was a bit of a loss, but he's fought his way back. But I think he, you know, with limited resources and position, he's done the best he could, but not a strong attacking force. It's more of a sort of guerrilla warfare. But over here, this is the key bit. So the enemy are ripping into Let's Wave a Book's territory. It is a mix of siege and infantry from Rixand and cavalry and infantry from Jorsa. I've been really impressed with the way Jorsa's played today. He's absolutely been featuring all the way through, and it looks like Let's Wave a Book's more northern expansion is about to get wiped out now. Let's Wave a Book having to pull his troops out. They're being chased by Jorsa's infantry. They're going to be supported a little bit by Chris, but this CC is surely either going to get captured or destroyed. The Rams are coming in. They're shooting everything up nearby. What's Fapri doing? He's got his population back up to 114, but he is officially in trouble. I don't think you're stopping a full population of effervescent Rixand and Jorsa. I think they are gonna... They get through here. This surely is... This CC goes, that I reckon that's the end. They're gonna capture it. No, I thought they were going for the capture, but in the end they had one hit too many. And down went the CC. I think Let's Wave a Book is in absolute dire trouble now. Population still just above 100. He's summoning up some resistance. What's he got? He's only got 24 infantry. They're trying to do stuff at the bottom. They've got a storehouse, but I don't think they've got anywhere they can build a new CC. Bit of late support here from Chris. I guess better late than never, really. It's not helping, and they're just running into Jorsa's death machine there. Sounds like a good name for a band. Right. What's happening over here? What I'm expecting is this, basically. Effervescent has got his troops regrouped. He's got siege in there. And he's just going to do what he did earlier. He's got all the military upgrades. Rixand's got will to fight. Who's got what? Let's have a look at the upgrades they've got. Can we see will to fight? I don't know if it's classed as a military upgrade or something else. I can see somebody getting it, but I don't know where it shows up. Well, he's got it anyway. Effervescent's coming through, and that's going to be a slaughter wherever he goes, I'm pretty sure. Let's Wave a Book has got a military colony up, but it's not going to be very well protected. Population still hovering above 100, so he's kept it there. But it's a full-on occupation over here. For population of 147, he's rebuilt quite well. Everybody's left him alone, so he is going to be dangerous potentially one more time. I think Rixand might have something to say about that, though. He looks like he's mobilising for a big push. Yeah, I think they're going in on Fapri now. They've softened up Let's Wave a Book, although I don't think they've killed him off. Where's Jorsa going? Is he going to totally spank Chris now this time? Let's have a look. Effervescent is in, and this will be the second slaughter of Mark Oriel, I think. Mark Oriel still has some siege engines there, but not going to be able to put them to any use. He's going to try and get through this fortress and everything. they're going the long way around all of it today. It's been, sometimes you see a game where everything just gets knocked over one after the other. Sometimes they're half killing, half weakening, and then having to be diverted elsewhere. There's been a lot of moving parts in this game, so quite difficult to follow.
Yeah, Steve.
What is that? So Chris has invested in Cav. He's now got the biggest Cav, but this is Fire Cav, so this is going to be very short-lived. It is Fire Cav. I think it's Chris who's got the Fire Cav. Yeah, maybe not enough of them, possibly. He's not going to say. I know there's a lot of talk of Fire Cav being somewhat overpowered, and yeah, they are. But surely they're not. You know, I don't think this is going to swing it. I think just the sheer scale of these armies are going to take them down. That'll be quite a turnaround if that slows everything down. But I think they need to get rid of Let's Wave a Book, and they certainly need to get rid of Fapri. This is Rixan's attempt. Full population. It's got massive military upgrades, so stronger than Fapri. Fapri's down to a population of 89. Fapri's base goes. Fapri is, I think, finished, and I think the game is over. The two strongest players, arguably the two strongest players, are about to get splattered. Mark Auriel has been on the periphery of this battle. He's not been in it as such. He has tried to make comebacks, but not a major factor. There goes the CC, and Fapri is in the shit. I think he's resigned. Yeah, as soon as the going got really tough, the curse of Fapri. It carries on. Mark Auriel has resigned. He's had enough of this. And there goes Let's Wave a Book. And we're left with Fire Cav person. So, yeah, been very much left to his own devices. I think this is going to be a bloody last stand in the centre of this Iberian, the wreckage of this Iberian CC. It's going to get some victims, but Jorsa can afford to lose stuff. And yeah, they're suiciding to this infantry. Income, they're getting taken down. So we know what's going to happen here. Everybody is all descending upon Chris, down to a population of 100. Let's speed it along and see where it ends. Let's go insane speed. They're dragging this out. This is a resigning moment, I think. But let's reflect on that victory, or soon-to-be victory, for Team 1. He still hasn't gone yet. So what were the... I'm still convinced that the tactical issue that cost Team 2 the game was how long Fapri and Let's Wave a Book got bogged down on that left-hand flank, trying to take that territory that was previously Strongbad's CC. The amount of troops and firepower they expended trying to get into this corner, and they never got it in the end. It's still light blue, look. So I think that is where it got. That is where it fell over. Rick Sands proved himself to be a very effective defender of territory with a relative, considering what he was facing. There were 3 siege towers with troops in it, and siege engine, and infantry support from Fapri. Oh, has he gone? No, they've captured the CC. He's down to a population of 14. Come on, guys, finish it. God, they're making hard work of it. Let's super fast it to the end, shall we? Oh, there we go. It's over. He's resigned. So, 38 minutes and 58 seconds. Interesting match, that one. Bit more tactical, bit more to and fro. Lots of action. Quite difficult to follow, but I think comprehensively a victory for Team 1 there. 61,433 points, plays 49,648. Lots of star performances. At the halfway point, it was pretty even. Let's Wave a Book and Fapri appeared to have the better of Strong Bad, but Rick Sands kind of compromised his. He was good at attacking early on and raiding, but his attacking ambitions were somewhat compromised by his need to defend that territory. And what a player to have on your team if you're under the cosh a bit. I thought that was great. Great defending from Rick Sand. Not the most exciting thing. Everybody would love to be charging up the other end of the map and scoring a glorious victory. But that defensive play, possibly it was a little bit, I don't want to say naive of Let's Wave a Book and Fapri. They're both great players. But I would have expected them to be able to take down that territory. And they were denied for a long period of time. And it gave Effervescent enough time to flatten everybody on the other side. Jorsa supported everybody, and he was pretty critical come the end. Let's have a look at some of the stats a minute. First of all, let's have a look at the bloody murder stats, shall we? 2,120 kills inflicted by Team 1. Who's top murderer? Effervescent 800 kills. Everybody scoring good there. I suppose Strong Bad, he was very much on the under the cosh a lot of the time. Mark Oriel didn't really manage to get into the game. Neither did Chris. Fapri and Let's Wave a Book. I think Let's Wave a Book will probably be a little bit disappointed with his performance. Fapri, I think you can see the fact he's killed more people than he's lost is a decent player. I really thought they had it. Maybe if instead of those towers, Let's Wave a Book had just made like 5 rams and they'd just gone in and just pummeled that CC down, perhaps that would have done the business. I don't know if the siege towers were effective. I thought for all the world it looked like it was going to be a grisly occupation and Strong Bad and Rick Sand were going to lose tons of troops to that campaign. But in the end, it's Rick Sand, despite playing defensively for a lot of that game, who's come up positive on the kill-death ratio. That was really good defending. Let's have a look at said kill-death ratios. 2.97 for Effervescent. Most of that gained through flattening Chris and flattening Mark Oriel early on. But everybody, apart from Strong Bad on team 1, ended up with positive kill death ratio. Only for pre-effective killing machine in team 2. And if we see how their populations were achieved. So, I mean, players of this quality, you can see they're all in that bracket. They're all pretty quick at developing quickly. Jorsa slightly compromised his numbers by going for a lot of cav, and we saw the damage that did. There is Chris struggling most of the way through. Strong Bad was in a compromised position, and so was Mark Oriel for quite a lot of the game, whereas Team 1 were largely strong. Everybody else was up there in the higher numbers and able to fight. Let's Wave a Book's population fluctuated all over the place, never effectively got a foothold anywhere. So yeah, now it's the contentious most valuable player, top player in the game award. I'm not sure who to give it to. You could give it to the person who scored the most, which was Effervescent. I'm half tempted to give it to Rick Sand for defending so valiantly in the face of Let's Wave a Book and Fapri's attack. But I actually think I'm going to give it to Jorsa. I thought he was lethal at the beginning. It was really an example of how to weaken your opponents through raiding. I would go so far as to say that Effervescent's success was built on the fact that Jorsa and Rick Sand, to a lesser extent, had completely weakened Mark Oriel and Chris. Chris especially is probably sick of the sight of Jorsa's camels by the end of that game. He just had no opportunity to boom properly and be a fighting force in that game. Mark Oriel, we know is a great player, also completely hamstrung, and that was down to Jorsa. And when it came for Effervescent to push, he didn't face anywhere near as much resistance as he would have done without those efforts. And all through the game, Jorsa was a mobile sort of killing machine everywhere he needed to be. Certainly was incisive when it came to removing Faprive from the centre of the map and weakening Let's Wave a Book. So some great performances on Team 1. I think special mention has to be given to Rixand and Effervescent, and fair play to Strongbad for hanging in there and not being wiped out. But even though the scores do not reflect it, based on what we saw and the impact it had and how it enabled his teammates to work, I'm giving it to Jorsa. I think we said Jorsa is a player of, you don't know what you're going to get. Today was a day when he did all the right things and was absolutely a critical member of that team. And I think the key to their victory, working in tandem with his teammates really, really well. So congratulations to Jorsa. Thanks to Effervescent for submitting that game. And thanks for dropping me an email reminder that I hadn't actually broadcast it yet. It was originally in my queue. It dropped out of my queue through my own mismanagement of admin. And when I looked at the dates when you'd emailed me, it was indeed its turn to be broadcast. So here we are. Just sorry I've ended up broadcasting it a bit late on the day. But massive thanks for submitting that to Effervescent. Really enjoyable game. Lots of talking points, I'm sure. I'm certain there's a lot of things that I will have probably missed in the melee that people will point out about it. But I hope you did enjoy the game. And I will, that's all we got time for now. I'm going to take a break because I'm knackered again. But I will see you in the next episode. Hopefully we'll have a midweek one this week as well. I've got a bit of another backlog of games submitted. Everybody's just sent me games this week. It's great. But I've now got to commentate on them. But thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your patience for waiting for it to be released a little bit later. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to support the channel, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. Remember, you can now download the replay files for the 0AD matches that I cover if you want to view them yourself within the game via the 0AD Newbie Rush replay archive. Links to that and a whole bunch of other great 0AD related stuff are available in the video description, including how to submit your own game replays for inclusion in a future episode. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.